The documentary crew that followed around Roger Stone in the beginning, the lead up, the aftermath of the 2020 election has released a new portion of that footage that they captured, and they've got tons of it that they're not going to be able to use for their documentary because, some things do get left on the cutting room floor. But they've released a part where they say that Roger Stone probably forgot that he was being recorded because while they were recording him, they had the audio, they had the video, like he should have known he was being recorded, just apparently forgot about it because Roger Stone admitted on that video how he is able to manipulate Donald Trump. But more specifically, how he has managed, in his own words, to manipulate Donald Trump for decades. Let me read you what Roger Stone was caught on film saying. I have a 40-year record of being able to convince the big man to do what's in his best interest. He's not easy to deal with. It's complicated. He resents any implication that he is handled or managed or directed. You have to say, remember that night when we were in Buffalo and you gave that speech and God, it had to be 10,000 people, the biggest crowd they'd ever seen. And you said XYZ and the place went crazy. Remember that? I don't know where you came up with that line, but it's one of the best things. Stone then says Trump often might say he'll use that line again and adds that he's used that tactic almost as long as he's been advising the former president. Doesn't effing matter that he never said it. Doesn't matter. It's time consuming, but it works. I did it for 30 years. I wonder how much longer you're going to be able to do it now that Donald Trump knows this is what you're doing. Honestly, my best guess is until one of you is no longer on this planet because Donald Trump is an idiot in some instances, and I think this is one of those instances. Flattery is the way to get whatever you want from Donald Trump. And in the case that Roger Stone is pointing out here, it doesn't even have to be real. You can literally make something up, tell Donald Trump that he did it and people loved it, and he'll be like, well, I'll just do it again then. That's a great idea. I'm glad I had that idea. You sure did, sir. I mean, that's Daffy Duck level fooling him. Like, duck season, rabbit season. This is so dumb. And the worst part is not that Roger Stone has figured this out. I mean, this is something, honestly, everybody on the left has been talking about since Donald Trump was in office. It's very easy to manipulate the guy. A little bit of flattery goes a long way. The problem is not that Roger Stone knows this. The problem is that the enemies of the United States know this. Why do you think Donald Trump was able to cozy up to Vladimir Putin when pretty much the entire rest of the world hates the guy? They view him as a bloodthirsty dictator that routinely murders his own people when they go against him. Why do you think that Donald Trump cozied up to Kim Jong-un? Another guy who, by the way, murders people in his own country when they try to go against him. 3 generations of punishment and all that. Donald Trump was able to cozy up to those people because they knew how to manipulate him. We know that Donald Trump actually went to North Korea and talked with Kim Jong-un about the beautiful real estate opportunities in North Korea. And I guarantee you, Kim Jong-un was sitting there like, oh yes, it is wonderful out here. Perhaps a Trump Tower Pyongyang is in our future, right? You dangle a little bit of flattery with a little bit of money in front of Donald Trump, you can get him to do whatever you want him to do. And that is exactly what these foreign leaders were doing. Putin, Kim Jong-un, all of them. The key to unlocking Donald Trump, getting whatever you want from him, is not difficult. It's actually very easy. It's an open secret. Roger Stone wasn't telling us anything that most people didn't already know how to do. The problem is now it is out in the open. And if there are a couple, enemies of the United States out there who didn't know it then, they sure as hell know it now, which makes the prospect of a second Trump term that much more terrifying. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel, We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.